So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can remove the number one distraction from your managers or even your staff and in a remote office. Now that number one distraction is notifications and having broken work. So what I mean by that is you can't have one continuous go at a job because you're constantly distracted by things in your remote office. Now, we're not going to get into the details of what they are. They're mainly notifications, but that's not the point here. We're just going to focus on two important steps to empower your managers or your staff to start reducing their distraction and increase their continuous work. So what I mean by continuous work is focused work, because every time you work on something and you get distracted, it's about 20x the time to recover. So if you had a task that took 20 minutes, actually, I'm not gonna do the full maths here because I might make a fool of myself without checking it out. But that's what they say. It takes you about 20x or 20 minutes to get back on task once you've gone off task. So it's really important. It's going to be the most empowering thing to get stuff done. It's going to get momentum in your business. So empowering your managers to be able to work continuously will really help you in your role, and it'll help them in their life as well, as much as their work. So the first thing you do to empower them is let them know it's a safe space to do it. So what I mean by that is some people have the expectation that they have to be online from 9 till 5. They have to be there working. I know my wife works for a big corporation, and although they put do not disturb on, which I think is a bit of a gimmick on their Slack equivalent, they don't really allow, or it's not encouraged as far as I know, to have time in what I call your bunker. So you're completely working, completely focused on your task. That's the first thing. Talk them through it. Ask them when they're most productive. When are you most productive in your day? Typically, I hear it's in the morning. Yep, cool. Go offline for the first 2 hours. Just give me an alternate way to contact you. Can I contact you by phone? Make sure that that's not a notification that's going to ping them either, though. But, it's a phone call. Whatever it is, make it clear, make the safe space. And then second, this is more granular, but I can share some tools that I use to go through it. So what the first thing I like to do is actually break down what they're doing. So look at a real example here that I have, and this is each week. And we just put down each task, and then we put down the hours. I think this is weekly. Yeah, it's definitely weekly. And this puts in a nice pie chart that's automatically done with that column, whatever. But you can see here, like we mark the ones like the red, like get out of there, red. And actually on this example, I didn't check it, but it's actually progressing well. And then you're empowering them to do that. Now you can see here an example of what's not working well. They haven't been able to have that bunker time. They've lost it. And then that's also something you want to track. But you want to first identify what their time is, what's taking up their time, and then reduce it so you can increase this. And probably caught out a bit here, but that's how it is. That's how it goes. This said person has lost their ability to have their bunker time in this case, which is something we need to work on moving forward. I don't create these videos because I know it all. I create them because it's a journey of where I'm going. My thought process hopefully can help people along their way as well. I definitely haven't got it all right. Welcome comments below to the contrary, or to help, rather, constructive criticism, even criticism maybe. And then the other task you can do then is looking at a particular task. You can put a team member deliverable. So what's the actual deliverable? These are really easy ones because you write in an email each week, the time frame. Instead of this is just the example, but you can batch all your emails, do all the work in one big hit, and it should reduce your time by this amount, measurable result. this is another quick and easy tool you can use. Both used in conjunction work really well. This one's really good because people realize what they want to do and then realize what they are doing, how long it takes. They're thinking about it. They're conscious. They might see it if they're more graphic, visual, see it like this. I see numbers. Whereas, and then you can start to work on what you don't, and then you work on what do you call it? Building up this. I wish we had that removed here because that actually came up really well. But that's it. So to recap, we want to remove the biggest distraction in online remote work. So first off, we want to empower our staff, managers, to have the safe space where they can go offline or go into their productivity bunker. So we work with them, we communicate with them how they can achieve that, communicate a good time of day or night that they can do that. And then the second part is breaking down what they do line by line, literally. And then from that, the ones you really want to attack, go down and make a plan to get that. So that they're in more productive. So they reduce, what are they doing in that process? In that process, they are seeing where they're working, seeing where they don't want to work, seeing how they can make things more efficient so that they can increase that time without distractions. And that's it. They'll be more productive. You'll be more productive. Everybody wins. They'll be happier. Probably improve it would improve their personal life if they're getting notifications all day. The dopamine draining nature of that is just intolerable. I can't say it. It's you can't exist on that long term. Anyway, I hope that helps. Give us a like, give us a comment. Cheers.